Good evening and welcome to Bamberg for game day 6 of the 2027 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Rosa Arena, reigning world champions Germany target top spot in Group E as they welcome already eliminated Cyprus. This one of 10 games across Europe to finish the first stage of qualifying for next year's showpiece event in Qatar. Elsewhere, Croatia welcome Israel. Again, tipping off an hour later than this one, Germany and Croatia tied at 4-1 at the top. Israel also already advancing at 2 and 3, Cyprus bottom at 0 and 5. But remember, the top 3 will carry all of their results through to the second phase of qualifying, so nobody can afford to rest on this final day. Cyprus being introduced first, 0 and 5, have lost all of their games convincingly so far, but the reverse meeting at home to Germany on game day 2, the closest they've been to an opponent, losing by 19. 64-83 the score in that one. Aside from that, the defeats have come by 40 in Croatia, and in the second window by 40 and 29 against Israel, before a whopping 73-point defeat at home to Croatia on Friday, 50-123. Mario Hezonja with the first ever triple-double in European qualifiers history a few days ago.
Und hier, meine Damen und Herren, Ladies and Gentlemen, ist die deutsche Basketball-Nationalmannschaft, der amtierende Welt- und Europameister, mit der Nummer 11, Nelson Weidemann. Und die Nummer 15, Jonas Matisek. Deutschland 16, Mannschaftskapitän, Deutschland 17, Dennis Schröder.
Big cheer for Dennis Schröder, the star of this program, of course. His team 4-1 in Group E, won both games in window 1 by 20 against Israel, by 19 in Cyprus. Then in window 2, lost by 5 in Croatia, 93-88, before bouncing back to get revenge only a couple of days later, beating the same opponents 91-89 at home in overtime, albeit losing the tiebreaker. And then on Friday, an 86-92 win against Israel in Riga, behind Schröder's 20 points and 9 assists, surviving a big late comeback attempt, and Jan Madar's 31 points. Two sets of players introduced, and we'll pause ahead of tip-off in this one for the 2 national anthems.
We will start with the national anthem of Cyprus. Thank you. Und nun die Nationalhymne der Bundesrepublik Deutschland, Germany.
Germany second in the FIBA World Rankings, hosting Cyprus 70th here in Bamberg. A huge chasm between the reigning world champions and the nation that's never played on that grand stage. Can the guests make it competitive here at the Broza Arena? Dennis Schroeder always has the spotlight on him in a German jersey. No different here tonight for the 32-year-old MVP of both the last World Cup and the Eurobasket. For Schroeder, a special presentation to commend his century of appearances for the German national team. A true German legend. Made his first appearance in these qualifiers on Friday and led the team with 20 points, 9 assists and a couple of steals. Now he wants to lead them to another World Cup as they look to defend their world crown. Accomplished something even the great Dirk Nowitzki was not able to in leading Germany to the top of the mountain. Cyprus continue their journey here on the international stage. They've seen victories hard to come by at this level, but another chance to test themselves here, and it doesn't get any more challenging than facing the world champions. The starting five for Cyprus. They are really struggling to score through these qualifiers, just 56.4 points per game. The top scorer on this roster, the number 13, Filipos Tingas, 11.2 points per game. Led by Andonis Konstantiniadis. To do what he can up against a German side that arrived into this campaign carrying the confidence that comes with being world and European champions. This is the starting five that they go with. Dennis Schroeder, of course, in there. Kai Brunke, the 24-year-old in there. Mortadelo, Leon Kratzer, and Christian Zengfelder, who played 24 minutes on Friday, had 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds for Alex Mumbrew's team. Success under his predecessor confirmed Germany's place among the elite of international basketball when they won the World Cup in 2023, and then, of course, last year they solidified that status. Cyprus last year played at their first ever major tournament when they qualified for Eurobasket as one of the co-hosts. They lost all 5 of their games at that event. They've never played at the World Cup, failed to qualify for the last edition with a 1-5 record in the first phase. It could well beat 0-6 this time around. And Germany, of course, winners of the competition in the last edition. Previously, had only ever won bronze at the World Cup back in the Dirk Nowitzki era in 2002. Dennis Schroeder then led the nation to just its 2nd ever medal, becoming world champions in 2023. Their 2nd European crown was then added last year, their first in 32 years. But no doubt that 2023 achievement, their grandest yet. A tournament at which they edged Latvia by 2 in the quarterfinals, then the USA by 2 in an all-time classic semi-final, and then Serbia by 6 in their first ever World Cup final to write history. players take to the floor. Do remember, all the results from the first stage of qualifying carry through to the second round. For Germany, this one included. Even though it comes against an already eliminated opponent, they need to ensure they get the win here this evening. In theory, it should be simple. Cyprus have lost their 5 qualifiers in this campaign by an average margin of 40.2 points. They're yet to score 65 plus in any game. Germany, stretching back several editions, have now won 14 of their last 16 qualifiers. They haven't lost a single game at home in that span. They have their fans behind them here this evening. They've scored more than 80 points in each of their last 6 qualifiers. Dennis Schroeder averaging 27.5 points, 7.3 assists, 2 steals when he plays at home in World Cup qualifiers. A run of 4 games that includes 2 points, assists, double-doubles. An evening on which they celebrate his major milestone. What can he produce here? All up in the air and in the hands of Germany for the first offense. Fantastic atmosphere in Bamberg. Zengfelder. Schroeder will have the ball in his hands whenever he's on the floor. Pings it about, commands so much attention, trying to open spots for his teammates. Cyprus get a stop. A chance for a lead. Tingas. To the far side, up fake, drive in, attack. That's a body mid-air. Mid-ranger as they get it back and Cyprus land the first blow. It only serves to turn up the atmosphere here. Took a long time to go from corner to corner. 3-point shot, wrong side of the rim from Brunker. Schroeder. Standout player, certainly, on this roster. Even when all the stars are available for this team, he so often shines the brightest. Tingas, the 23-year-old, with the only score of the game so far. Germany, 2 failed offenses. Schroeder's got some work to do on defense here. Shot clock down to the final couple of ticks, and a block. Was Stefanos Tingas. There's 2 Tingases for Cyprus. Dancing and dazzling. And dashing through the defense went Schroeder for the score. Germany finally up and running. Took more than a minute and a half. Foul on Brunker. First foul of the game. Tingas. This time the deep heave, and he gets nothing but nylon with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for the 23-year-old point guard. So Filipos Tingos has all of Cyprus's points. They'll try and cancel Germany, and they do, with Brunker right on cue. Brunker, 24-year-old small forward. Germany level for a second time. Tingas, everything going through his hands. Can't put that one in. Schroeder hesitation, dribble into the lane, drawing the attention of the defense like moths to a flame, and Germany will burn them big time from the perimeter for their first lead. Walter Dalo from the corner. 3 scorers for Germany's 3 baskets. Rim kind to the host as it hit every inch of the iron from the other Tingas. Stefanos. Lovely team play, all sparked by Schroeder's burst into the lane as the defense collapsed onto him. He threw it against the back of his teammate Dalo that time, not on the same wavelength as his point guard. Dalo averaging 19 minutes a game in these qualifiers, 7.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, 1.8 offensive boards. He goes to the bench off the back of that turnover, off the back of him. For the first time we see Sananda Fru, 22-year-old center, Marquette University. Tingas. Back from Stiliano. Turn it over. It's a couple of turnovers in the game now, one each. The difference has been shooting. Cyprus just 2 of 7. Germany 3 of 5. Point shot hotly contested, but excellent offense, winning against the tight defense. Kai Brunke knocking down his second 3 in quick succession. And 3 of 4 from downtown on his first appearance of these qualifiers on Friday, en route to 15 points in under 20 minutes. He's at it again, the 24-year-old. Schroeder, the underarm pass this time. Another player, another 3. Jonas Matisek makes it 4 of 6 from downtown for Germany. Dalo, Matisek, and 2 from Brunke. And after 4 minutes, Germany have made 4 threes. They lead by 9. Timeout, Cyprus.
Αλλά ό,τι και να είναι, σας παρακαλώ, το close out σας θέλω το με άλμα. Άντε μπράβο. Θες αλλαγή. Λόι, Λόι. Άντε, πάμε. 1, 2, 3.
Germany have not been shy to shoot. 6 of their 7 attempts coming around the perimeter. And they've hit 4 of those 6. And they've come from 3 different shooters. And they've come with team play, 4 assists with the 1 turnover. Matisek pointing an appreciation at the pass that time. Cyprus yet to register an assist, have had all 5 of their points in isolation from Filipos Tinges. Kai Brunke leads the way with 6 points, hitting both of his shots, both from long range. How hard and how quick Cyprus have been hit. They get their offense moving again. Just 2 of 8 from the field, riding some turbulence right the way through and getting fouled. A trip to the line for Tinkas. He is their one shining light, the number 13. the 12 players on the roster for this window available to Andonis Konstantinidas. He's the only one scoring anywhere near double figures, 11.2 points per game. Next best is Nikos Stylianou at 6.8 points per game. Doesn't have many weapons. So 6 points, all from Tingas for Cyprus. Schroeder gets it back, directs traffic. Superstar in the driver's seat of a team. They are absolutely that. As they work it through multiple hands again, Luis Alindi was the target, but in tight quarters, that was a tough pass to play. Alindi having just come in off the bench for the first time. Cyprus looking for back-to-back scores, albeit having only got the 1 point last time down the floor. Tingas, can somebody else score? Can somebody help him out? Pachalis got it. Ioannis Pachalis. That is his first 3 of the qualifiers. On his 4th appearance, Cyprus back within 5. Very quickly, Schroeder taking matters into his own hands and earning a trip to the line for 2. Alex Mumbrou, Germany head coach, appointed in 2024. So we've got a new job at club level last month. He's ready to take charge of Italian side at Virtus Bologna. For a couple of years recently with Valencia. Offensive rebound off the missed foul shot, Schroeder. Matisse. So moving screen, offensive foul against Fru. Be on the number 31 here. Both teams have 3 fouls, 4.5 to play in the first, 1 to give the rest of the period. Tingas must be tired already. Filipos Tingas again. No secondary ball handler, it seems, for Cyprus. And they turn it over. It is only their second turnover. Off the back of it, they commit their 4th foul. Just want to keep it competitive as long as they can. Test themselves every possession at both ends. Work as hard as possible. See where it takes them. Try and get better off the back of it. Schroeder. Pass 2. The flash and the finish as he lays it up off the glass. 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds for Schroeder. 6 minutes of action. He's got a steal on that stat line as well. Long range 2 is good. Stefanos Iliadis. So other players starting to score for Cyprus, down 6. Lukosius onto Alindi. Couldn't convert. Luis Alindi, the forward, who can shoot it pretty well from the perimeter. Stop and pop and drop, and back in business are Cyprus. Off the back of that three from Yanaras. He was shooting just 29% from three in these qualifiers. Coming into this one, they've knocked down a couple of threes quickly now to close the gap to one shot. Turnover Germany. It's been an issue for them. That's 5 turnovers, I think. Iliadis, bounce pass, and Cyprus back within one. What a feed from Iliadis. And now they're playing a team game. Christos Loizidis left with the simple finish, and Alex Mumbrou needs a timeout.
I don't understand. Why make stupid things? Luis shoot from here. Somebody go river. No. Now, here, without nothing this bad. What you overhead. What you do? Make well things. Correctly things. Go for the team. They want cheap flats. For him. Simonas, you are here. When he goes, let's go, hey, come on. The 5, so you go dribbling fast and pass back.
Germany had a 12-point unanswered run and produced a 9-point lead in this game, and you thought maybe that was that. And they would pull away and not look back, but Cyprus have had other ideas. And other players finally stepping up after their first 6 points were scored by Dinkas. They've since had 10 from his teammates. And they've scored the last 7 points without reply. Close the gap to just 1. Matisek, Alindi. Good hands to catch that pass from Kratzer. Offensive rebound, little up fake, blocked from behind. Alindi batted away from in front this time. And you love the turn up in intensity and the focus from those Cyprus players on the inside. Matisek inbound. Posting up, spinning to the baseline and laying it up and in. Lukosius, 23-year-old guard who played his first qualifiers game of this campaign with 16 minutes on Friday, had 6 points. It is only 2, but he was 1 of 5 from 3. 3-point shot over the length. The Alindi is good from Stiliano. The 37-year-old Stiliano knocks down the outside shot, and Cyprus are level from 9 down. Doing it with their 3-point shooting, 4 of 5 now. Only a 22% 3-point shooting team across the first 5 games. It's a sloppy turnover, if indeed it is one. Well saved, though. Cyprus looking for a lead. Did have a 3-point lead at 2-5 before falling down by 9. Alindi galloping, attacking, switching and missing. This is not what you'd expect from the world champions right now. Dead even from the field here, 7 of 14 each. Outside shot, the long range 2 this time to add to the 4 triples. Alindi off the mark. Cyprus ahead from 9 down. of concern here at the Broza Arena. Iliadis. And it's another 3. Heat check shot, offensive rebound though, their 3rd, tying the 3 of Germany. Yanaras. He's got one of their 4 threes so far. This time takes it into the lane. There's those long limbs of Alindi. Off balance, off the glass, off the mark. So shot clock turned off. End of the first period. Chance for Germany to tie or take the lead on the final possession of the first quarter. Outside shot, good to beat the buzzer from Nelson Weideman to give Germany the edge at the end of a tough opening 10 minutes. Weideman, who'd shot only 18% from 3 his previous 4 appearances, knocks down his first shot of this one, and Germany win it 22-21. Both teams finding their range early. 5 of 11 Germany, 4 of 7 Cyprus. Weideman easing the pressure valve after Cyprus had come from 9 down to lead. Weideman was only 2 of 11 from downtown in this campaign before that one, his first shot of the game. Turnaround mid-ranger from Stefanos Tingas. Filipos Tingas leading the way with 6 points. First 6 points for Cyprus. Their last 15 points have been scored by other players. They found options, they found balance when it seemed like they had none. The problem for Germany has been their sloppy turnover count. 4 turnovers to Cyprus's 2. There's that QR code if you're quick enough to catch that to log in to courtside 1891 for the live streams, extended highlights and stats and scores. Not just for the World Cup qualifiers, but all FIBA competitions. Started the second period. Cyprus looking for another lead. Down 1. Ball in the hands of Tingas. Filipos Tingas. Marangos. Kyprianos Marangos came in for the last 4 minutes. He's looking to take his first shot. Instead, the turnover. Only the 3rd for Cyprus. Brunka. Germany's top scorer with 6 points. Zengfelder pulled back in the centre. Stefanos Tingas, the 20-year-old. It's an occasion for Cyprus's players, and in particular their young players, to test themselves against the second-ranked nation in the world and the world champions. Far side, nice play from Germany. Too long on the 3. Rebound Zengfelder, puts it up. First score for Christian Zengfelder. Tingas taking it quickly towards the hoop, missing the shot. Long pass down the floor, look out, thrown down by Kostya Mushidi. Germany by 5. And Thavani is the number 69. his second appearance of the campaign after 19 minutes on Friday. A few changes as we see this dunk again. Germany have put their foot on the gas again. Filipos Tingas, can he start scoring again? No. Well telegraphed, just ran out of room, and now they're short-handed on defense, Cyprus. Free spot, step in, lost their handle on it. And a turnover, sloppy from Brunka. There's a look at the save, right into the cameraman. Nothing for his hustle, Montavani. Tingas. Montavani. Stiliano. 4 to shoot here, calls for the screen. Step back, tough three. And the foul on Montavani, and that's 2 on Cyprus. They've lost their games by an average margin of more than 40 points. They're within 5 of Germany after 12 minutes. 4 of 5 three-point shooting was key to having them neck and neck with the world champions. They've since missed their last 3 three-point attempts. And they've struggled to shoot on the interior all game. 4 of 12 now for 33%. So as they start to knock down those threes, you can only expect Germany will pull away. And rims out for Germany for Mushidi. Stiliano. Filipos Tingas. Crossover. Quick and catching. Lukosius napping for a millisecond. That's all it takes. Lovely crossover. Filipos Tingas. Mumbrew's team have received a message that Cyprus are not just here to make up the numbers. Montavani, Tingas. Baseline cut, extra pass is their time, blocked despite all of the ball movement. And they had the open spot for 3, they had the baseline open for maybe a 2, played the extra pass and still get the shot to hit the rim. Delo. Mushidi. Down the right rail, the footwork, and then the firecracker from Kostya Mushidi. Composure on the perimeter, found his way inside. Composure in the paint, and then tuck off to the rim. Germany by 7. Again, it's that deep 3. Offensive rebound, fouled on the way up. Basket will count, in fact, on a goaltend. That's really well done from Kostya Mushidi, the 28-year-old forward. Four points already in 3.5 minutes for him. He's only 1 of 4 on Friday from the field. Cyprus need each and every point they can get with this mountain to climb. Now 2 of 4 from the foul line as a team. 6.5 to play in the first half, down 6. Schroeder comparatively quiet so far. Open 3 here. Zengfelder, the big man, stretching the floor. Germany knocked down their 6th 3, now 2 more than Cyprus, and tie the largest lead. Cyprus, who came from 9 down to have a lead in the first, are going to have to do it again in the second. Behind the spine and saying get out of here was through. Touch pass to the corner. Zengfelder's just hit one. How about another? Christian Zengfelder with back-to-back big outside shots, and Germany with the biggest lead of the game at 12, forcing a Cypriot timeout. Zengfelder up to 8 points in as many minutes on perfect shooting. Germany as a team, 7 of 15 for 47% from 3.
Εντάξει, είπαμε να έβαλαν τα γιούλα σήμερα. Έτσι, πρέπει να αλλάξουμε λίγο. Το δεύτερο rotation πρέπει να πάει. Ενώ 3 χαντόπ, Γίγερον με το 4, να αλλάξουν και πάει ο Μασαλής, να ξαναλλάξουν και χτυπάς πας στο πέντε. Σταματούμε, πάμε, 1, 2, 3.
Germany have hit more 3s than 2s now. 7 versus 6. They're shooting it superbly. The issue has been the turnover count. And nothing wrong with the shooting. Or indeed the team play. 7 assists. 75% from 2, 47% from 3. Emotion in the offense out of the timeout from Cyprus. Still not creating an open spot. A tough shot, air ball. Germany feeling this is their moment to pounce. They get it back fortuitously. After the third pass, they still find a way to finish. Zengfelder it is, in the right place at the right time, getting his reward for running the floor, has a perfect 10 points. Turnaround 3, they're desperate for it. Doesn't drop for Iliadis. And that one nearly did. The crowd in Bamberg will tell you that. And half of the three-point attempts have dropped for Germany. Zengfelder now 2 of 2 inside, 2 of 2 outside for 10 points in 9 minutes. Cyprus, remember, had made 4 out of 5 threes, so they've now missed 5 in a row since then. Nice pass, that lit the fuse. And detonating the duck was through. Dennis Schroeder, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists now. Steal and 1 turnover. Deep 3, back iron. Rebound Schroeder, his 4th. In fact, the stats were late to update. That was his 4th assist prior to that as well. So it's now 5, 4, and 4 for Schroeder. Another pass for Fru, who flew. Germany by 16. Burst away. It's just a 1-point game at the end of 1 quarter of play. This has been sheer dominance in the second. Tough turnaround. Tip wouldn't go either. They'll battle away on the boards to no avail. 16-1, the score in this quarter. And they still can't get a first field goal, Cyprus. And Tingas seem to have done all of the hard work. 6-minute field goal drought. Schroeder pulling the strings, flipping it out of his pocket. A nonchalant assist. Here's his 5th of the game. 5, 5, and 5 now for Schroeder. Might be on triple-double watch come the second half of this game. 18-1 now here in the second. An 18-point lead. Lindy working hard to try and get in the passing lane, but paid the price ultimately for missing it and being out of position as finally Cyprus land another from long range. Schroeder can't cancel it. A Lindy offensive rebound, still working hard at the other end of the floor now. Puts it in. Three for Cyprus brought an end to a string of 6 straight misses on the outside. Can they hit another one? Same player, different position, different outcome. Iliadis off the mark. He's 1 of 5 now. Dalo flips it far side, right in front of the bench, up on their feet in celebration before the ball hit the bucket. They just knew. With Kai Brunke free, he was 3 of 4 on Friday, he's 3 of 4 tonight. Tingas getting inside. Lovely finish from Filipos. He finally gets a score for the first time since he scored Cyprus's first 6 points. Tingas now 3 of 7 from the field. Look at the smile on the face of Schroeder. He's in the mood for an all-round evening here in Bamberg. What a feed that was. Flipping it out of his pocket. Looking at the fans in the front row. So Schroeder halfway to the triple-double before the half of the game. We had the first ever World Cup European qualifiers triple-double at the expense of Cyprus on Friday. Mario Hezonja. About one more. 7, 5, and 5 now for Schroeder. And a first foul. Germany at the limit. Cyprus only 2 of 4 at the line so far. Down 20. This lead has grown and grown through the course of the second. After Germany edged the first with a shot at the buzzer to win it 22-21. This is a 25-7 second period. First points for Haralampos Yanaras. Schroeder. Nice pass into the middle. Through, gets through. And And still hasn't missed. Through up to 6 points. The defense from behind from Through, but a whistle. Called the turnover on Cyprus here. Did he go up and land with it? Such a competitor. Dennis Schroeder, plenty to say. Even in a game in which Germany are up by 20. Germany have cut out the turnovers in this second period. That plagued them in the first. And a combination of Germany turnovers with Cyprus hitting their outside shots at a high clip made it a close opening 10, but both of those categories have seen a change in the second. Schroeder out the line. Looking to move to 9 points. Traded to the Cavs in February. His 11th team, 13 NBA seasons. Career averages of 13.7 points, 3.4 assists in 23 minutes a game in the NBA. Without doubt, his biggest accomplishments, biggest performances, though, have come on the international stage in that Germany jersey. Stiliano. 22 the gap. Inbounds on the baseline. Defense not budging. Offense trying to quicken to find something. Nice little push shot from Pachalis. They worked hard for it and they got their reward for it. Back out from Lukosius. Schroeder moving it on. Drop back. Zengfelder still hasn't missed en route to his 10 points. Schroeder, who's got 9. Brunker's got 9 as well. Nice balance of the Germany offense, and that is a beauty on the turn from still Mr. Perfect Christian Zengfelder, who now has 12 with 5 of 5 field goal shooting. That includes a couple of threes. Germany by 22. Final seconds of the second. Shot clock to 5. Yanaras up against Zengfelder, threw it up. Zengfelder the rebound. Shot clock turned off, 10 for Germany. Try and stretch what is already a commanding advantage. Schroeder has 9 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He's fouled on the 3. So he will surely have one piece of the triple-double in place before the halftime intermission. Germany as a team were 8 of 17 from 3. 47% as Schroeder lined that one up. 8 fouls drawn. That is the most astonishing stat on that graphic. If we include those fouls drawn, it's going to be a quadruple double chase tonight, perhaps, for Schroeder. He's played 15 minutes of the first half. He's looking to move to 12 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, and 8 fouls drawn. The only issue has been his outside shot. He's missed both of his threes, but he was fouled on that last one. He makes them all from the line. And hope at the end, putting up a prayer. Cyprus were really having to put up prayers even before the opening tip to stand a chance of winning this one. And the mountain has got a lot steeper now against the world champions here in Bamberg. Germany 56, Cyprus 31 at the main intermission. 80% on the inside, as well as those 8 threes at 47% for Germany. Cyprus 38% on the outside. We're using that earlier on to keep it close, but it's not close anymore. Germany dominant in rebounds, haven't given up too many offensive balls despite Cyprus missing plenty of shots. There you see the top scorers. Excellent the balance for Germany with 12 points apiece from Zengfelder and Schröder. 9 for Brunker and a number of other capable contributors. Germany were committing plenty of turnovers in a first quarter that they had to edge with a buzzer-beating shot. They cut out the turnovers, they kept up the offensive efficiency, they stiffened their defense. They grew as a team very swiftly in the second. Lovely finish from Mushidi. One of his 2 scores, he's got 4 points. They've got 6 from Fru. 11 of the 12 players for Germany have scored already. Only Leon Kratzer, who has yet to take a shot, having played 7 minutes, is yet to score. Schröder has been pulling the strings and pulling the trigger. 15 minutes played, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 8 fouls drawn, a steal, and just the 1 turnover for an efficiency of 19 at the half for Dennis Schröder. Zengfelder yet to miss, 5 of 5 from the floor, has 12 points, 4 rebounds in 10.5 minutes. Germany lead by 25 at half-time over Cyprus here in Bamberg.
Inside and a 2-hander, Tanaskovic.
USR directing traffic, fizzes it in. What a feed and what a finish and what a performance. Look at this pass.
Pass, how about that? And Procida announcing himself to be the high flyer in this game.
Here's a steal, 2-on-1, throws it up for Mario Hezonja. And they just keep adding highlight to highlight. Mario goes up, slams it in, timeout Cyprus.
And gets swatted out of bounds by Kamwa. Great reaction by Kamwa. How about this? Goodness me, inbounds alley-oop.
Şengün behind the back, what a pass! Him and Kortmax combining there. That is a point center, quite incredible vision from Alperen Şengün.
Mitru Long, stop and go action. Will pull the big man out. A good move and the rejection.
Oh, no, it was stolen. Kamwa did. Oh, how about the throwdown from Gollum, and then a little bit of a stare.
Well, Spain have numbers here in transition. There's the alley-oop and buenas noches. Showtime Spanish transition. Well, here was the turnover. Boston Celtics finest. Representation from Spain, Hugo Gonzalez.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Go attacks the closeout, feed Bruno inside. Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back to the Broza Arena in Bamberg. And we'll take a look at the top scorers in a game in which Germany leads Cyprus by 25 points. Filipas Tingas did have Cyprus close early on, scored their first 6 points. Only added 1 basket after that. But he still has a team-high 8 at the half in his 13.5 minutes. After that, 5 points each from Pachalas and Iliadis. Tingas set the tone early on, the 23-year-old. And his team in that first quarter came from 9 down to lead, but they've since fallen 25 behind. They did so well to remain so competitive through the opening 10 minutes. Losing 22-21 at the buzzer of the first, but then conceding 34 second period points while only scoring 10. Top scorer Christian Zengfelder here. He's got to share that honour. We're looking at his ability under the boards here. An offensive rebound, part of his 4 total rebounds, helping to contribute to his 12 perfect points. And it's not that he's just done all of his work underneath. He's hit a couple of outside shots as well. Christian Zengfelder sharing the top scorer spot with Dennis Schroeder. 12 points apiece to lead Germany. So 12 each for Zengfelder and Schroeder, 9 for Brunker, 6 for Fru, 56 for Germany. They're on course to finish 5-1, battling Croatia for top spot in Group E. As we take a look at their leaders in different categories, you see the 5 rebounds for Alindi there, but Schroeder's also got 5. He could be completely dominant on that graphic as he chases a triple-double. But, well, 3 of Alindi's 5 have been offensive rebounds, so why not put his name on that graphic? He's grabbed 3 of Germany's 5 offensive rebounds in the game. We've had a couple of block shots from Leon Kratzer, who's the only player for Germany yet to score in the game. Christian Zengfelder has certainly done plenty of scoring, and he hasn't done any missing. 12 points, 4 rebounds and an assist for him, and a block shot coming in only 10.5 minutes on court. His efficiency of 18 is only 1 behind Schroeder. Iliadis has had a good outing. 3 assists without a turnover for him, although he's only gone 2 of 8 from the field for 5 points in his 9 minutes. Tingas. Look at his line, 3 fouls drawn as well as the 8 points. He's had the ball in his hands a lot. You don't have too many go-to players like that. Remember, Cyprus haven't scored more than 65 points in any of their games in these qualifiers. They average only 56.4, so they're above their average at half-time here, but remember, only 10 of those points came in the second period. That first quarter, they were 4 of 5 from downtown. They've since hit just 1 of their last 9. You get a chance to make even more history. There's made plenty of it in a Germany jersey. That a few days ago, Mario Hezonja got the first World Cup qualifiers triple-double, but slightly earlier that same evening, Estonia's Mike Kotsar was so close. He did only 1 more assist. He only played 22 minutes, and his coach sat him for the final 5 minutes. He could have been the man to write history, and then Mario Hezonja did against Cyprus. Game in which Dario Saric was a big scorer for Croatia. They're in action against Israel. For Germany to finish top of the group, they will need Israel to win that one. A road game in Croatia that tips off in around 2 minutes' time. Israel, the 3rd-ranked team in Group E. No, they're going through to the second phase of qualifying along with Germany and Croatia. But every game, win or loss, against every opponent, including this one here for Germany against Cyprus, who are eliminated, will carry through to the standings in the second round. So that's very important for Israel to try and go through with an extra win. They're only 2 and 3 so far. They wouldn't want to finish 2 and 4 and start the second phase with that negative record. Spain, Ukraine and Georgia through from Group A. Montenegro, Portugal and Greece from Group B. Despite a very tough window for Greece, losing both of their games to Portugal and Romania. Turkey, Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina through from Group C. Italy, Lithuania and Iceland from Group D. Group F, Poland and the Netherlands, and it's still to be decided Latvia or Austria. And you can find out who it is by getting that World Cup Qualifiers app. And especially if you're a Germany fan, you'll want to have it ready for the start of the second phase in the next window. Group G, Finland, France and Hungary through. In Group H, so far only Estonia. What a group that is. 1 win separating the 4 teams. It could go right down to the wire. It will go right down to the wire. It could be a 4-way tie of teams at 3 and 3, Group H. Turnover Germany. We said they'd cut them out in the second after committing too many of them in the first. Schroeder the foul. That's his second foul. The way he's playing, it could well be only a lack of playing time in the second half that cost him the triple-double. And of course, fouls can impact that playing time, as well as the decision of the head coach, Alex Monbrook. Such excellent athleticism, though, as you see on that defensive play, trying to stop it from Schroeder. They're going to check it to see if it warrants an upgrade. He's coming in from the side. There's a bit of a collision with the jaw of his opponent as well. It's the knee, the right knee, that athleticism hurting him that time, certainly hurting his opponent. Certainly not intentional from Dennis Schroeder, but it is nevertheless painful. Tingas, who's on the wrong side of it. It's a hard collision. They're having a good long look at it, forensically analysing the video evidence. They will call it an unsportsmanlike foul. Tough to take for Schroeder. No complaints from Alex Monbrook. Gas out the line for two, and then Cyprus will get the ball back. 5 of 7 at the line as a team right now. Top scorer up to double figures. 3 of 7 from the field, including a 3 of 4 at the line. Tingas again. Yanaras. Is he aware of the shot clock? Lovely pass, outside shot is good, beautiful, right in front of the Germany bench. Pashalis with his second 3. Taking the deficit down to 20. Zengfelder still yet to miss, passes back to Schroeder. Drag back, 3-point shot for him, grazes the wrong side of the rim, battling away underneath his through. And put up and in for the and one opportunity from the can't-miss man, Christian Zengfelder. A chance to hit 15 perfect points. That one off the back of his 5th rebound, 2nd offensive rebound. Here we have a look at that pass from Tingas. In fact, it was Ioannis Yanaras with the assist, his second. Zengfelder 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 at the line now in 12 minutes. 6 on the shot clock for Cyprus. Twisting, turning, defense not moving. What a block that is. Stiliano pivoting and pivoting and pivoting and unable to shake off Kai Brunker. Schroeder pings it out. Zengfelder, is he still perfect? No. First miss of his 15-point game. Cross back to Yanaras. Yanaras past Schroeder through a gap that didn't seem to be there, and what a finish. Ioannis Yanaras turning it on, facilitating and now scoring. A couple of lovely plays from the 27-year-old. Deep three for Germany. Offensive rebound was snuffed out with Pashalis going in aggressively to grab his own. Three-point shot to take it down to the teens. Cyprus back within 18, having trailed by 25 at the break. Hitting their threes crucial to the cause. They've added a couple of them in the first 2.5 minutes of the third. And one for Fru. No, he's the can't-miss man. Sananda Fru, 4 of 4 from the field for 8 points, and now one to come. Can he take the baton off Zengfelder and run with it? En route to a perfect scoring game. That was near perfect, that play from Yanaras off the back of his highlight reel assist before that. So 9 points without a miss for Fru in 11 minutes. 19 the gap, 21 the gap, beg your pardon. Tingas. Stiliano. Tough take to the basket. Big rebounder, Lindy. The 6th rebound of the game. Nice pass to the corner as well. Ball movement, three-point shot. Kai Brunke, their sniper. 4 of 5 from downtown for 12 points. Just like that, Germany back up by 24. Back-to-back three-point scores on the old-fashioned way. One with that shot from range by Brunke. He gets 12 points alongside Schroeder. And only behind the 15 of Zengfelder. From the elbow, right on the money from Pashalis, who's really rediscovered his range. 10 points now for Pashalis, including a couple of made threes. He's 4 of 5 from the field altogether. Hadn't hit a single three through the course of these qualifiers until tonight. Schroeder. Three-point shot as the defense backed off. Can't make them pay. Offensive rebound. Instead, Fru can. And another and one opportunity for Fru, who is now 5 of 5 from the field for 11 points. Germany as a team are 15 of 18 from two-point territory for 83%. Also 10 of 11 at the line for 91%. They've hit 9 threes at 41%. Huge offensive output. And now 4 scorers in double figures. Just over 3.5 minutes into the third quarter. Fru, 2 of 2 at the line, 12 points without a miss in 12 minutes. 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, a steal and a block as well. .25 the margin, as it was at half-time. Delo. Elindi. He'll take the 3. Luis Elindi, air ball. A 44% shooter his first 3 appearances. Often I think at club level around the mid-30s. That one a long way off. Quick release three. Good for Yanaras. What a third period he's having. He's up to 11 points now at team high, Ioannis Yanaras. Schroeder going through the gears, going through the defense, going to the goal and scoring again. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists for Schroeder. It's the rebounding that's not happened for him so far here in the third. In pursuit of the triple-double, he's added a couple of assists and plenty of points. There is a rebound right on cue, his 6th. Alindi. Schroeder. Back at the wheel, perfect pass, corner 3, assist number 8 for Schroeder. 14, 6 and 8 now in his 20 minutes played. Germany's 10th triple at 42%. A couple for Weidemann. Nobody had ever conceded a triple-double in World Cup qualifiers history. Cyprus might concede 2 in the space of 4 nights, the way this is going. First Hezonja on Friday, now Schroeder on Monday. It's 4 rebounds and 2 assists in the final 15 minutes. Hard to make a case he won't get there with the assists. It's the rebounds that might bother him. Tries to nip in for a steal here. Volleyed up, wanted a foul. Stiliano gets nothing. Schroeder directing traffic from deep. Quick crossover, takes all the defenders with him, and will go to the line for 2. He's 8 of 9 at the line. (73-46) the lead for Germany. Ahead of these free throws for Schroeder, we will have a timeout with 4.5 just about to play in the third.
Λόι, πόσο σαν, δεν έχουμε κάτι pick and roll. Άντε, πάμε. Δώστε με ένα λεπτό, αρκεύκουμε ξανά παγίδες, ευκεύασεν το και βγάλει παγίδες ξανά, εντάξει, με check the rotation. Άντε, πάμε. Δύο-τρία.
See the shooting numbers as a team there. They are off the charts. An 84-42-92 split for Germany. They've stopped turning the ball over. They're making it a near perfect performance. It was maybe 5 turnovers in the first quarter, which means it's only 1 since. Got plenty of time to follow in the footsteps of Mario Hezonja. Got a feel for Mike Kotsar. First foul shot ties him level with Zengwalder as Germany's and the game's top scorer. 10 fouls drawn now. They will have double figures in 4 categories when this one is all said and done. Short on the 3, Cyprus. Rebound Zengwalder, his 8th, 15 and 8 for him. Mushidi bursting towards the basket, lost their handle, recovered it, kicks it back out. There's a foul, that'll see Cyprus at the limit and Germany at the line. Brunka. 4 of 5 from the field, all from the three-point line. See that block on defense from him as well, and he takes care of business out the stripe. 14 for Brunka. Iliadis. Long two in isolation, banks it in. Stefanos Iliadis. Schroeder. And it goes through Brunka, baseline burst here, flipped up to Zengfelder, and he puts it in off the window for 19 points. Just one missed shot. I beg your pardon, 17 still for Zengfelder. Time the stats were updated too quickly. So often you have to wait for the score to be added. Germany looking to surpass the 80-point plateau. It's still 13 minutes to play. Spaced the floor so well. Long range, 3 too long. Iliadis gets it back from Montavani. Montavani spinning, passing back from the baseline and into the hands of Zengfelder. 4-on-2 transition opportunity here for Germany. The skip through and the score from through again. That's Mushidi, I beg your pardon. Kostya Mushidi. His third score, he's only played 7.5 minutes. Montavani. Iliadis, risky pass, but a foul on Dalo. 5 early turnovers for Germany. It is now 17 assists with 6 turnovers, close to a 3-to-1 ratio. Facilitating that 86-40-94 shooting split as a team. Foul straight away. Germany's 4th. Quick three off the inbound is good. And Cyprus have only averaged 56.4 points a game, have 51 here. It's a better showing from Cyprus than the game against Croatia on Friday. Spinning into the double, or the help defense dropped, recovered, passed back out. 3-point shot is the 11th knocked down by Germany this evening. Kosius was only 1 of 5 in the last game. It's his first tonight on his second attempt. And answering back in kind, Filipos Tingas. Tingas up to 16 points, leading Cyprus. First down the right rail, drawing the double, kicking back out. Up fake, Dalo steps into the 3. Schroeder on the bench now. For Germany is going to have a big rebounding 4th period. If he's to get that points, rebounds, assists, double-double, triple-double, I beg your pardon. Travel on Montavani. They've only committed 8 turnovers, Cyprus. They've just shot the ball poorly on the interior at 36%. They haven't grabbed many offensive rebounds, despite the fact that They've only shot 40% from the field in total. Offense has clicked again, though, in the third quarter. 23 points for them. A bump, not the basket, the trip to the line for Zegfelder. He scored 21 in the first. The offense disappeared in the second for Cyprus, scoring just 10, 23 in the third, their best offensive period. The problem is Germany have still scored 5 points more than them, and they're going to try and stretch that gap here. Nobody can wear the 14 anymore, but Kosius is wearing the 41. Germany's young talent's 23-year-old guard. Through trying to get his hand, Mushidi trying to get his hand to it. And now 3-on-1 up high, too high for Zegfelder. They can afford to laugh and smile. Jonas Matisek lobbing it a little too long, and those two not quite on the same wavelength. 8-second differential. Shot and game clock end of the third. They've shot it well from the outside, Cyprus. That time they do grab an offensive rebound off a miss. They've hit 10 threes at 42%. The problem is they've only hit 9 twos at 36%. 6 offensive rebounds now. Germany have grabbed 22 defensive rebounds. Locked down their backboard for the most part. Shot clock turned off, 30 the gap, heading towards the final 10 minutes. Weidemann, the buzzer at the end of the first. Can he do it again here? Not this time at the end of the third. Germany have a 30-point edge ahead of the fourth quarter, with 4 scorers in double figures. Dennis Schroeder leading the way with 16 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Zegfelder, the top scorer, with 19 points and 7 boards. 86-39, 94. The shooting split as a team. Cyprus, those, thanks to their 10 made threes at 42%. Pretty much at the scoring average for a game in these qualifiers. They've got there with still 1 quarter to play. They haven't yet had 65+ points in a game. They only need 10 in the fourth period to get to 66. Through one of those 4 scorers in double figures for Germany, his 12 points, coming in only 13.5 minutes and without a miss. Here's Christian Zegfelder, who couldn't miss in the first half. He since has missed one. He's 7 of 8 from the field for his team high and game high 19 points in 18 minutes. Schroeder has 16 points, albeit 3 of 4 on the interior. He's only gone 0 of 4 on the exterior, as well as 10 of 11 from the line. Kai Brunke, the other double-digit scorer, has 14 points with 4 of 6 three-point shooting. Plenty to be happy about for Germany fans in Bamberg. Smiles all round as Germany head off into the second phase. Going to go there with a 5-1 record. And they go there as the top team, along with Croatia, who are playing against Israel. They're playing pretty well so far, up by 11. That make it 13 right towards the end of the first quarter. Hazonya's at it again, by the way, 4, 4 and 3 for him before the end of the first. In terms of a triple-double tonight for Dennis Schroeder, he's going to need to grab 4 rebounds in the fourth quarter, as well as a couple of assists now, but he has got 16 points, 10 fouls drawn already. Germany have the 30-point lead to start the fourth, won that third quarter by 5, dominated the second and edged the first by 1. Picks up his own rebound and gets his geometry spot on for the mid-ranger, Iliadis. Stefanos Iliadis becoming more and more a key part of the offense for Cyprus, up to 9 points. Team high 4 assists and with only 1 turnover. Tinkas fouled. Rashidi has 3 fouls for Germany, nobody else more than 2. Loizidis, Yanaris with 3 for Cyprus. Free to attack the basket, use the window wisely to lay it up and in and avoid any potential shot block, Loizidis. Schroeder, deep 3, short. He's 0 of 5 on the outside now. And that's the thing that's dragging down his efficiency in this game. He's putting up numbers pretty much every department. Can't find his shooting range. Mumbrou, a World Cup winner himself, with Spain as a player in Japan 2 decades ago, 2006. Also won Olympic silver a couple of years later in Beijing, and Eurobasket the year after that. It was the Pau Gasol Spain team. He's now in charge of the Dennis Schroeder Germany team. 26 the gap here. Germany making a slow start to the fourth quarter. Cyprus playing with real spirit and a sprinkling of quality as they get the issues sorted here with just under 9 minutes to play in the game. Tinkas with 16 points leading the way for Cyprus, 11 for Ioannis Yanaras, 10 for Ioannis Pachalis and 9 for Stefanos Iliadis. 8 as well now for Loizidis, who just got a recent score. So a nice balance on the offensive end for Cyprus. 13 assists with 9 turnovers for them. They're over their scoring average already. They're close to their assists average already for this campaign. Commendable performance. And that composure in the paint after the off-ball movement and the pass, beautifully done. Score for Stefanos Tingas, the younger of the two Tingases. It's another foul drawn by Schroeder. Says, get the ball off me if you can. Don't have that particular count in front of me on my stat screen, but it's at least 11 fouls drawn from Schroeder now. He'll take his 12th and 13th free throw attempts. And he's only missed one of them. His team, they really bounced back from a disappointing 2019 World Cup in China. They've entered their golden generation off the back of that disappointment. The talent pool keeps on growing. The confidence keeps on rising. Germany are a force that's here to stay. The finish, that is from, again, the younger of the two Tingases, Stefanos, with a couple of quick scores after he'd not hit his shot before that. Missed his first 5 shots before 2 tough ones in a row. Cyprus looking for a score that would make it their best offensive performance of these qualifiers. There's still nearly 8 minutes to play. Grabs his own rebound, back iron though. After they were snipping it for the highlight reel, yeah, drop it in the bin instead. Stefanos Iliadas, delightfully done, but not efficiently finished. Exactly what he was going for. He did the hard part. And frustrated, he couldn't do the easy part. The easier part, let's say. Nothing easy when you're out there against the world champions. The strip now. And another score for Stefanos Tingas. So it was all Filipos Tingas, the 23-year-old, earlier. Now it's Stefanos Tingas, the 20-year-old, who's hit his last 3 shots, having missed his first 5, and he's up to 6 points. Through will go to the line. One of Germany's youngsters, the 22-year-old, 2 meters 9 center. He is 5 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from the stripe. Will look to remain at 100% shooting the basketball here in Bamberg. Schroeder committing his 3rd turnover with his 8 assists so far. First miss for Fruit. 5 of 5 from the field, now 3 of 4 at the line. Cyprus's best game of this campaign has been against Germany. They only lost by 19 against Germany. All of their other defeats being by a mile. Lost by 40 in Croatia, lost by 40 in 29 against Israel, and then Friday by 73 points. 123 at home to Croatia. And this now has been their best offensive output at any point through these qualifiers. Up to 66 points. They've got the deficit down to 23. Force a tough shot on Weideman. Filipos Tingas. Deflection and a whistle at the leg of his opponent. Iliadis. Long range 2 off the mark for Styliano. They've increased their 2-point percentage, Cyprus. They've not knocked down any more threes. Up to 45% on the inside now. Tadelo pointing an appreciation of the team play that preceded his score. Germany up by 25 points. Been an even second half so far. Over the first 14 minutes of it, Cyprus putting in a very respectable showing. Even in terms of the three-point shooting now. Big disparity still on the interior, despite the recent improvement from Cyprus in that regard. 9 turnovers for Germany, but 5 of them, I think, came in the first quarter. This is where perfect Poland beat Netherlands earlier today. Czech Republic edging Estonia. Turkey a perfect, dominating Switzerland. Hungary beating Belgium. Latvia a big win against Austria. As we're in this group right now, Croatia up by 12. 4 minutes into the second period. With Croatia and Germany set to go through with 5-1 records as it stands. Seinfeld 19-7-3. 21 assists now for Germany, and they've had 4 players each with 3 or more, led by the 8 of Schroeder. Has grabbed his 7th rebound, Dennis Schroeder. Still plausible. He could complete the triple-double, or even the quadruple-double. You want to count the fouls drawn category. 3 rebounds, 2 assists required. Styliano. Montavani has to jack it up, and the bullet blocked before it had left the barrel of the gun by Brunka. His second rejection to go along with 14 perimeter points. Germany's 6th block of the game. Gets their second field goal of this 4th quarter. Schroeder. He's now 0 of 6 from 3. And they get it back though. And they miss another one. 3-point percentage plummeting. Picked up by Montavani. Looking back out, Schroeder in the way. It was a tough pass for Montavani, left his feet to pass. Pays the price as Germany get a simple scoring transition through Maltadela. Cyprus winning this quarter 7-10 right now. Actually been competitive in 3 of the 4 periods, Cyprus. Just the second quarter that hurt them. They lost the second by 24. They're down 27 in the game. Schroeder draws yet another foul. Off the back of a steal. Dalo getting the points. 2 steals for Schroeder as well. 9 assists now. 1 assist, 3 rebounds away. He's only 3 of 10 from the field, though. 12 of 11 at the line. 12 of 13 at the line, I beg your pardon. He's good, but he's not that good. Chance to hit 20 points. 13 fouls drawn. Four and a half to play for 1 assist and 3 rebounds. Can he get there? He's going to have to be very active on the boards. Cyprus haven't scored for a while, stuck on 66 points. Germany up by 29. Filipos Tingas weaving his way into the lane, denied. The 7th block for Germany and the 3rd from Brunke. They're going to call it a goaltend. Or are they protesting the out of bounds? The block is good, it's clean from Brunke. Clawed it away off the window just before it glanced glass. Schroeder looking to create breathing room, looking to dance with the defense. Tough take to the basket against 2, coming away with it, Montavani. Final 4 minutes. What about the 3? Stiliano. Oh, lovely pass. He'd fallen down. He was free lurking on the baseline to finish. Pinpoint precision from Kostya Mushidi, up to 9 points. Flirting with being the 5th German scorer to double figures. 3 of 3 from 2, now 1 of 2 from 3. Both teams have been struggling on the outside recently, having lit it up from long range in the 3 prior periods. Tingas, Filipos Tingas. Nice pass again. They have a player lurking on the baseline. It was Marangos again, but he couldn't cover this time. Zengfelder at pace and with purpose pings it out. Mashidi moves it on and thrown it down in emphatic fashion by the man who has brought the ammunition on the exterior and now the interior, Kai Brunke. His first 2-point attempt after 4 of 6 3-point shooting and 3 block shots on defense. Acrobatic and athletic. The Cypriot score to get to 70 for the first time in the tournament. Alindi, 103 for Germany. And they waited a while for a 3, and then a couple came quickly in this 4th quarter. 13 for the game. Fed inside again, bumping bodies and getting the foul on Alindi was Marangos. Dennis Schroeder's on the bench now, having played 28 minutes, and I think Kai Brunke might take his bow as well. What a performance from the 24-year-old. After 15 points, 5 rebounds in less than 20 minutes on his first appearance of the campaign on Friday. He's bettered that tonight. 16 points. So accurately. He goes to the bench to sit with Schroeder, who's got 20 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists and 2 steals. And 13 fouls drawn. Final 2 minutes, Germany by 32. Well, how about another? 3 threes in quick succession. After a perimeter drought, it's raining from range again. 106 points for Germany, 35 the lead. Smiles all round, 14 made threes at 40%. They've come from 8 different players, and one of them is not Schroeder. He's 0 of 6. But 8 of his teammates have knocked down from the perimeter, en route to 14 made threes for the team. He's facilitated plenty of them with those 9 assists. Cyprus deserve plenty of credit. That was only their 12th turnover, 16 assists against such a high-level opponent. A minute and a half to play. Mshidi, short. Would have made him the 5th Germany scorer into double figures. Yanaras. Deep three-point shot with time to spare. Ioannis Yanaras. Just feeling it. He's 4 of 6 from three-point range now. 14 points in 16 minutes. 4 assists, 0 turnovers. What an excellent performance from Ioannis Yanaras, the 27-year-old shooting guard. He's 6 of 21 from three-point range the first 5 games. 4 of 6 tonight. Cyprus have knocked down 11 threes at 38%. Schroeder, part of the reason, a large part of the reason why Germany have managed 24 points from the foul line, 92% free throw shooting. He's got 14 of those 24. Another 3 for Cyprus, 12 triples now. It was Yanaras, but the other Yanaras. And one back from Germany to hit 111 points. The number 11, Nelson Weideman, gets his 3rd. So 15 threes for Germany at 41%, 12 at 40% for Cyprus. Fireworks out the finish here in Bamberg. Put in neatly by Luca on his first appearance of these qualifiers, the 23-year-old. Germany will go through with a 5-1 record to the second round of qualifying as they look to protect their world crown. The reigning World Cup champions, Germany win it 111 over a resilient and determined Cyprus, who poured in a tournament high 79 points for them. A long way beyond their previous best. 46-40, 75 shooting split for Cyprus on the road in Germany with 18 assists. You have to commend their display. But Dennis Schroeder, the man with the spotlight once again for Germany, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 13 fouls drawn. He led 4 scorers in double figures. Christian Zengfelder, 19 points, 10 rebounds, had the double-double. 16 points for Kai Brunke with 4 of 6 three-point shooting and 3 block shots on defense for a rising two-way talent. 13 points for Sanander Fru. 4 rebounds, a steal and a block for him. 2 young players stepping up for Germany. These fans in Bamberg delighted to see that contribution from Fru and Brunke. knowing that the next wave of German talent is just around the corner. Capable of filling the sizable sneakers of stars of the present and the past, as Germany continue to churn out talent and churn out wins on the road to Qatar next year. 78, 41, 92. Their shooting split with 15 made threes. 26 assists, with only 9 turnovers in the end after they had 5, I think, in the first quarter. Immaculate from that point on. 20 for Schroeder, 19 Zengfelder, 16 Brunke, and 13 for Fru. It's one autograph the fans want to get more than any other. When Dennis Schroeder was celebrated before the opening tip for his century of appearances and counting in the Germany jersey, a true living legend of this international program. And maybe the MVP of this game, or maybe not, because his 26 efficiency was surpassed by his teammate Christian Zengfelder. In the end, who had a 33 efficiency. Schroeder's 0 of 6 shooting night from downtown, dragging his number down, despite the fact he flirted with a potential quadruple double when you count the fouls drawn. Zengfelder was immaculate. Only missed 1 shot, 7 of 8 from the field, including 2 threes. En route to 19 points, 3 of 3 at the line as well. 10 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, a steal and a block for that 33 efficiency. On the other side, 16 points to lead the way for Filipos Tingas. He was impressive, shooting 3 of 6 from 3 himself. Ioannis Giannaras, the number 10, in the end with the highest efficiency at 17 for Cyprus. Had a really big second half. Giannaras finished with 14 points, 4 of 6 from 3. Hit his only 2-pointer as well, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. Brunke did it inside and out and on defense. Germany 15 made threes, win this one 111-79, and for now atop of Group E, but Croatia have a big lead over Israel as both teams look to go through with a 5-1 record. Israel might well be 2-4 going through. Cyprus bow out, but with their best offensive performance so far. From me, Tim Long, it's been a pleasure having your company for this one and for this window. We'll see you next time.